I have another Paletteful packs to share with you. This is the August box, so let's open it up and see what's inside. Oh, that is so happy. What a happy color. Woohoo. I was not expecting sunshine. But let's, oh, I see a palette. It means there's paints. So we have a folding palette box. So it, oh, nifty. Okay. Oh, it's got a little thumb hole. So you can, Bob Ross it. Oh, and like little brush holders. That's kind of cute. So also with the box, we have the list of supplies, but we don't want to look at that. There'll be spoilers. Let's get this out of the way. Okay, not much in this box, but we have like a little core watercolor. This color is magenta, and this one is the nickel yellow. Core Watercolors, which I believe is a pretty expensive brand, but I'd have to look into that. They also gave us a Windsor & Newton Sable round brush. Ooh, that is a fine point. Look at that. Got like a funny, like divots in the middle. I guess that's to be more ergonomical or something. There's also Princeton round 4 brush. Ooh, that's soft. There's some tissue paper, I think. Oh wait, there's more paints. I was like really disappointed there. I didn't even see those. We have an ultramarine blue and green gold. There's like a, what is this? Core Watercolor Ground. There's like a, it's a piece of cardboard and then it has, I guess, some kind of substance called Watercolor Ground. But yeah, it's definitely a different texture. It acts like you can apply it to things. Okay, there's some more of this. Maybe it's supposed to protect it. And then, looks like another board. So it's like a watercolor board. Why don't we look at what it says? The literature they provided. Core Watercolors actually feature a unique binder, Aquazol, that supports greater pigment loading than traditional watercolor binders. Okay, I'll take your word for it. So yeah, this is something you can buy and paint on there. I guess they didn't want to give it to us. So they just gave us some on a board. Maybe that stuff's expensive. I don't know. I'd have to look into that. And then this other one is the 500 series Strathmore mixed media board. It's made of 100% cotton and offers true wet media performance with a drawing finish. It says this Kolinsky red Sable brush. Was that this one? It says the Kolinsky Sable is traditionally considered one of, if not the best, hair for watercolor. I'm just confused because this says Kolinsky and Kolinsky sounds like a brand, and this says Windsor & Newton. Did I get the wrong brush? Worth a Google, isn't it? Kolinsky red Sable? Well, I feel informed now. So apparently a Kolinsky red Sable brush is made out of weasel. Did I say weasel? It's made out of weasel hair. And apparently the finest ones are made from only male weasel hair, but usually it's about 60-40 male to female weasel hair. Don't I sound knowledgeable? So like a Kolinsky red Sable is the type of brush, but I don't know why they completely ignore the fact that this is Windsor & Newton. It's just confusing me. I'm sorry. I usually work better with cheaper art supplies, so watch me like this brush better. Not to mention this one's wider, so I'm just gonna have more fun with it, but we'll see what happens here. I'm very nervous to use these because they only provided 2 boards. So yeah, there's not a whole lot in this box. Okay, let's swatch out these colors and see what they look like, shall we? So as you may know, I'm very much a noob when it comes to the value of art supplies because I usually just like to buy the cheapest thing, you know? And, ooh, that is a poopy color. I gave this thing a Google because I was kind of disappointed with the amount of like physical stuff in this box. I was like, well, let me see what this stuff is worth. These little paints, I couldn't find this size where you could buy it individually. You had to buy them in sets. But it looks like these tubes are about $5. You can buy the, I think it was 11 milliliters, were about $12 retail price. Yeah, so these are 5 milliliter tubes. And so they look like they're worth about $5. Like depending on what size set you get, of course. So that puts the value of all these paints at about $20. The box itself, if you get the subscription, if you only buy 1 month of it, I think it's about $36 for the premiere. So you're at $20 worth of paints. This brush, I looked that up. This paintbrush is worth $11. Yeah, I had no idea. Okay, that's crazy to me. I don't know how much this one's worth, but they themselves seem to say it's worth less. Not worth less, worth less than this brush. I don't know. I didn't look that up. But this thing is worth either $5 to $10. On Amazon it's $10, but sometimes Amazon's expensive for something. So this is worth $5 to $10. So you've got 20, 30, 35 to 40 value, and then this brush, and then you get your paper. Yeah, you are getting at least $35 worth of art supplies here, so It is the value of the box. It seems like a very little stuff. So at first I was a little disappointed. I think what would have really put it over the top is if it had actually provided some of this, I don't know how much it costs, but Watercolor Ground. Because basically, I looked that up, this Watercolor Ground is like this sort of paint that you can apply to basically any surface and turn it into something that you can use your watercolors on, which is really, really cool. So they've provided some on this cardboard to test. But it would have been really cool if they had given me some of that, because then I could be doing watercolor on something interesting. I don't know, that might be something I should look into if I like this, and maybe I will purchase some of that. So let me know if you think that'd be fun, if I should try that out. So yeah, let's swatch these out. I'm gonna get some other paper for this though. The paint puck makes an appearance. So yeah, hopefully after we swatch these colors, I'll have a better idea of maybe what I want to draw. I got some paper. Ooh, that is a pretty color. Get situated here. Can you see? Can you see? So the base color. Ooh, okay. That is very, very pretty and pigmented. Ooh, pretty. Let's try to make some like perfect little swatches first. Ooh. Yeah, I guess I've never used expensive watercolors before because these look way better than anything I've ever tried. Now let's try the diarrhea color. Here. Like, I love the color yellow. Case in point. But this one's a little on the grody side. Actually looks a lot better on paper. The pigment in there looks not as nice as this. Like when you have a lot of pigment in it, they're like a completely different color, but when you add water, they look the same. Interesting. Should we try this expensive brush made out of weasel hairs? I'm not sure why it costs so much. It just feels like a brush to me. Yeah, I really couldn't. My review of this brush is it's just a skinny brush. I don't know what makes it so special. I kind of wish it was a much thicker brush because I just personally prefer to put down huge blocks of color. Fine details aren't my thing, but I guess it's gonna have to be today. Not sure the blue fits in with the color scheme. I might just omit the blue color. Or we could maybe mix these colors, see what we get. Let's try mixing some of this blue with this magenta. Oh, I'm getting a pretty color here. Oh my goodness, isn't that gorgeous? I need to find some paper towel though. I should not be doing this way. This is the first box where I've had to like assemble other things just to use it. Okay, I really like this color. I made a pretty color. I like this purple with the magenta. It's like a pony. It's like a pony or a princess. Let's mix. Why don't we mix magenta with the gold? See what that looks like. Ooh, that's pretty too. Is it weird I'm liking these secondary colors a bit better than like the colors that are actually in the tubes? So yeah, we took that ugly diarrhea color, mixed it with a pretty pink color, and got this gorgeous orange. Ooh, who'da thunk, eh? Ooh, I'm seeing something I don't like. Here, let me show you. But you see where that orange color we mixed is drying? It's getting all speckly and gross. Ew, and so is the purple. And so is this pink. Am I using the wrong side of this paper? So many different shades we can get. I'm having a lot of fun just swatching, but I guess we should get around to drawing something. I'm painting a flamingo. Oh wait, don't they usually have one leg up? Oh well. This is a weird flamingo. He's got both his legs down. That's interesting. That's not like anything I've ever drawn before. Oh yeah, this is so not my thing. Detailing with a brush. Ugh. I'm not liking it. Let's not do that. Here's my flamingo. What do you think? If you're saying, oh wow, she drew such a nice flamingo. How did she draw that from her head? I didn't. There's one right here. Maybe looking down a bit. Maybe a hand here. Another hand here. Freakishly long neck. But maybe that was a creative choice. I'm kind of inspired by this flamingo. Maybe I'll add feathers. Eyebrows. Got a nice funky sketch here. Her neck is just so freakishly long. What if we put her shoulder up here? This shoulder, that way. That kind of connects perfectly, I think. Still a long neck. I want to play with the colors. This could be a really pretty skin tone. Why don't we try that? Which one was that? That was this. Seems a little bit yellower than I wanted. I'm not sure how I feel about this color. She kind of looks like a gold statue or something. Yeah, I'm trying to be too detailed with this. I'm like, wait a minute, this is just a thumbnail. Just blotch those colors down. Block them out, I mean. What am I saying? That is not the color that I thought I was using. Both don't look the same at all. Don't they look like mold? Interesting. Interesting. This could be a really cool skin tone though. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, this was the one I wanted for skin. I really wanted there to be a lot more pink and purple. This color scheme's boring me. There's really nothing exciting about it. I'll just sketch something here. Feet down here somewhere. Alright, let's try some colors with this. They might smudge a bit with the, let's get some clean water here. They might smudge a bit, but I want to go with some purples and some pinks. I like purples and pinks. I've squished this drawing, oh, you can't even see. I've squished this drawing so much into this space. The layout would probably have to completely change if I like actually drew this on a bigger piece of paper. That ends up happening. Here we go. I kind of like that one better. What do you think? Which one do you like? The flamingo? Yeah, agreed. I kind of like that. I feel like if I go into that, I could actually make this look kind of cool. So, yeah, why don't I try and transfer that design to a bigger piece of paper? And we'll give it a shot, eh? So many decisions. Try to get it to fit. Yeah, I don't know. Because I don't hate the sketch, but you know what? I think as an artist, you gotta be willing to erase it if you think you can do better. Just leave it forever. What if I just draw the whole thing bigger? Like her head's this big. And then it can like go off the page. There, face is there. Got shoulders, torso, hippies. Hips are there somewhere. And then here, when I have this much more detail in the face, you could probably like have her looking up at you like, ooh, you know. I mean, that's a really dorky looking face right now. But give it some time. The eyebrows should be somewhere. Okay. I think the forehead is up too big. Don't think we need to be afraid to go off the page. That could be cool. It's so swishy. Still have a lot of white space up here that I don't know what to do with. Shoulder seems way too high. Does that look better? I always like to have a few hairs that are like too short to make it to the ponytail, but have just squeaked in. And then the rest are like super long and luxurious. Well, it was, I think originally the sketch was like a half up thing. It wasn't a ponytail. It wasn't a full ponytail. Okay, a lot has changed since the original sketch. I don't know if I like the original sketch better or not. If this was a digital drawing, I'd know how to fix this stuff. What might be a good idea is to try and erase everything pretty lightly and then just redraw the lines that I want. That could be a plan. That might be the safest bet, is to grab a pen and do some line art. Let me see if this pen can handle watercolors. It is dry. And I'll apply some color. Some nice soggy wet watercolors. Yeah, those can't handle it. Okay, good thing I tested it. Where are my liners? Hello? I have a whole cup of them. Where did they go? My Star Wars cup. There you are. The plastic nib micron. But let's try it with some watercolors. Yeah, see, that is working a heck of a lot better. Okay. Oh, but I'm supposed to use this for liner. Do I take the risk? Oh, I never drew her clothes. Yeah, I can put that decision off. Leggings just seems like the easiest thing to draw at this point. Just try to lightly erase everything and then add watercolors on top. Well, the last time I did watercolors and I did it this way, I didn't like it. So I feel like I should do the liner now. I just want to do my best to like actually make something that, I don't know, has a nice end result, you know? Something maybe I could be proud of. Ooh, like hold your breath. I don't know what that line was. That was a mistake. Oops. Sometimes when I do that, people are like, why did you give that girl a beard? And I'm like, well, maybe she has a beard, whatever. Not my best nose. Ooh, what if that was all shaved? That could have been pretty edgy. Ooh, I did that all in one stroke. There we go, there we go. Alright, so it's time to add colors. Why don't we do the hair? Because if I mess up the hair, I know I need to restart the whole thing. So, let's do that first. Let's grab magenta and some blue. Mix that all up. Start on the left side, work my way to the right. Try to stay inside the lines. Nice, nice. Working out. Going too bad at all. I should have left shine. That looks kind of cool. Kind of like that the pigment's changing the look because I have these several colors mixed here and like it sort of changes over time. Like if I take more blue and add that over here, like it gets purpley. Isn't that kind of cool? It's like a gradient, man. Not sure how to color this. Let's try going over here. Yeah, this brush is just a little too small to get a nice even wash. This is such a large area to fill with this skinny little brush. Oh shoot, I let that dry. Now I'm gonna have a weird line. No! I should have thought about this when I was creating the illustration, you know? Maybe shouldn't have a giant block of one color. I have small brushes. Whoops. That's my bad. I take full responsibility. Not seeing any of that weird speckling yet we had on the other paper, so maybe that was the paper, not the paint. Right. I think it's dry up here. Start going over that with a darker blue. Purple, I guess. Something like that, maybe? This looks real blotchy right here, where the biggest space was. So maybe if we go over it again, we can, looks kind of cool. Maybe if I do some of that similar sort of thing around here, could solve some of our problems. Trying to imitate the hair strands or hair chunks, I guess. Oops, went right outside the lines. Of course I did. Sort of like a shine. I don't know. Just try to do a quick swoosh. Ooh. That's not bad. I was like, ah, abort, abort! Ooh, I don't like that one. It's mine. Maybe, maybe, maybe. Looks dry to me. Ooh, look at that color. There's that. Should be a pretty good pants color. Look at that. This brush doesn't really hold water very well. I feel like it dries out real fast. Do I want that to go galaxy? Well, if I do, now's the time to do it. So bloop, 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 bloop. Then probably should bloop some blue as well. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Gonna have to wait for that to dry. That could take a hot second. Could this make a good skin color? Oh, you can't even see that. It's off frame. I'm sorry. I'm just mixing colors. Talking to myself. Needs more pink. It's not bad. It's kind of an interesting skin tone. It's like nice pink, you know? We should probably make it a little darker where there's a joint. Something like that. Kind of like it. Oh, I forgot her belly. Voila! I'm sorry, I keep going out of frame. Now for the face. Don't look like the same color anymore. What happened here? Add a little purple to the face. Yeah, I might be adding a little too much shading to this face, especially when there's not that much shading in the rest of the picture. I might be able to just use this color and shade this whole area here. Interesting, interesting. Maybe shade the nose. I'm really scared to do any sort of background with this. So that's probably not gonna happen. There we go. That is still wet. That has taken an age. Oh, I think I know what's wrong. Her nose is too low because she's looking down. The nose should be higher, right? Probably gonna end up playing around with these leggings for a long time. I gotta wait for that to dry. If this is dry, let's test the gel pen on it and see if we can get any highlighties. Maybe on the cheeks, and on this nose, lippies, maybe the chin. Maybe add like a seam. Oh, but that's still wet. Gotta wait. I feel like I need some highlights. Does that even make sense? I don't know. I feel like there'd also be one here because it's like, whoosh, right? Right? I don't know. Yeah, I just put my hand right in there. Oh, gross. I don't know. Highlights everywhere. Why not? Everybody's going home with a highlight. That would probably light up here, wouldn't it? Here we go. There we go. I believe galaxy, all the stars should be in like clusters, right? Is that how galaxies work? I don't know, I've painted so many, but they're also inaccurate. You'd think eventually I'd figure out what I'm doing. Sometimes there's like big blotchy ones too that are like that, yeah. Yeah. Little galaxies, clusters, like that. If you're wondering, I'm using the Signo white gel pen. Ta-da! There we go. Like it? I like it? Okay. I figured it would turn out way worse than that. I definitely need more experience with watercolor. It's something I want to practice and continue to get better at. But this was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun just drawing swishy hair. What am I doing besides ruining this? I mean, can't believe this is that poopy diarrhea color. It is so pretty when it's like with water, you know? Kind of looks like the sun or something shining behind her. It's kind of pretty. I mean, that kind of helps with that off-centerness. Yeah, it kind of looks good with the purple too, like the yellow. Bit of a Rapunzel-y vibe. What if I actually take this and shade here? Oh yeah, you're gonna get green. Duh. I don't know. At this point, I'm just experimenting. Probably looked better before. Oh well. Okay, I should stop playing with this. I splattered some of the poopy diarrhea color all over it, and now this is what it looks like. So I'm not sure what this looked like last time, but I've already like filmed an outro and said goodbye and everything. But I was having so much fun that after I stopped recording, I kept working on it, and so I added like this border. I don't know if I filmed that, but I really like how it like takes up the space up there. And then I also changed her top to a galaxy as well. I think this turned out a lot better than any other watercolor piece I've done, like specifically recently. And I'm wondering if it is just because these are a higher quality watercolor than what I'm used to. I normally use the White Nights St. Petersburg watercolors, and like I feel like it always turns out muddy no matter what I do. Like even if I don't mix a color, it just seems muddier than this. And I'm really happy with the way these turned out, so I might look into this brand. I'm actually quite impressed. Does this look better than my last watercolor piece? I mean, it wouldn't take much to be better than that one, I suppose. They're probably the most expensive watercolors I've ever tried. I kind of neglected this brush. I don't know if it was my fault, but the end just doesn't seem as pointy as I would like it to be. Yeah, I wasn't that impressed with this brush, but I really enjoyed using this brush, even though now it's pink. And then you go bloop, 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 paint, bloop, bloop, bloop. But it seems so wobbly. Anyway, let me know what your thoughts were on this month's box, and if you're interested in checking out Paletteful and seeing if a subscription is something that's right for you, I'll have a link in the description. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and yeah, I'll see you guys all next week. Bye! Hope you have a delicious evening full of waffles. Ooh.